Hey y'all, it is 7. So, story time. I had a friend, my then best friend, for over 20 years. Let's call him James. I cared very much about him, and when and if he needed me for something, I would be there for him like 95% of the time. During COVID, I offered him my home to stay at because he got too depressed being alone. I'm pretty good in the kitchen, so I also cooked and baked for countless times. Now, these things I did for him wasn't a problem as I enjoy taking care of people, and I also thought that's what friends do. So, last Christmas, when I was just nonchalantly talking with my partner, we started talking about James and how at times he made comments that seemed kind of inappropriate or sort of predatory. But my friend group, which he was a part of, always chalked it up to James being James again, so we didn't take these comments very seriously and just laughed it off. Then it kind of shocked me when I looked back at my 20 years worth of memory with him that his behavior wasn't really normal. A couple core memories popped up. He wasn't reliable the very few times when I really needed him. There was one time where my partner and I got stuck just outside of town because our vehicle died on us. I called James to see if he could pick us up with his car and drop us off at our home since it was getting late. He wasn't busy, but he responded with a few suggestions. First was, maybe we can call the police and see if they can assist us. Second was, maybe I can flag someone down to boost our vehicle. He knew I had social anxiety, so I don't even know why he would suggest that. Third was for us to call a tow truck. My partner was very upset because he knew how much I do for James and he wouldn't even get out of his couch to help me. So this was one of less than 10 times throughout all those years where I asked for help because I truly needed it. I personally don't like to ask for help from anyone unless I'm out of options. I always feel like I'm bothering them, and in turn, it gives me anxiety. Another point that hit me was that James always kept tabs on when he does help you. One time, he took myself, a mutual friend, and his sister, who he hasn't seen in years, out for lunch. It seemed very nice of him to offer, but what was kind of repulsive to me was how he said that we can only order anything on the menu that doesn't go above $15. He wasn't hurting financially, and on top of that, he also had coupons for the restaurant that day. These type of good deeds were held above my head, and I'm consistently reminded by him of these good things he's done for me. It was really odd to me because I don't remind people of what I've done for them. So reviewing all of this gave me red flags. He was diagnosed bipolar since I've met him, but looking back, he's mostly always depressed. He hasn't had a manic episode in probably 15 years. I found that he actually fits Narcissistic Personality Disorder much more. Like to a T, it's scary. I confronted him about all of this, but all he did was love bomb me, and he didn't even acknowledge anything really. So as painful as it was, I had to cut ties with him. I couldn't have that kind of toxicity and manipulation in my life if I wanted to grow and be better. To this day, I still think about him and really hope that he would seek help. But since he's been gone from my life, I've felt so much lighter and stronger. So I'm hoping that this video would give some insight on Narcissistic Personality Disorder. But with that, thank you. It is 7, and you take care now, ya hear? Later.